Today's adventures will take us to the Lehigh Valley Mall in Whitehall, Pennsylvania. The Lehigh Valley Mall, located about a 10-minute drive from downtown Allentown, Pennsylvania, and 15 minutes away from the Lehigh Valley International Airport off of US 22. The mall opened in October of 1976 with the original anchors Bamberger's, J.C. Penney, and in 1978, John Wanamaker joined the mall as the third anchor. Anchor changes have been a few here at this mall, which is Bamberger's converting to Macy's in 1986. And then John Wanamaker's closing for good in 1995, being briefly replaced by Hex. Well, that's going to be mentioned a lot in these videos as I go through Pennsylvania. Yeah, so Hex took over, and then in 1997, Strawbridge and Clothier opened a store here and remained here at the mall till 2006. And shortly after, Boscov's came in to replace the former winemakers, Hex and Strawbridges. The only original anchor here is J.C. Penney. No surprise there. Yeah, we're getting back into the malls with J.C. Penney as the original anchor. After a few malls I've been to has had different chains as original anchors, so now we're back to J.C. Penney. But this is my second time coming to this mall, and it's been pretty successful the two times I've been here. I first came here in 2014. It's pretty much unchanged since. I mean, yeah, probably a few changes in the stores or whatnot, but this mall seems to be doing pretty well, which I'm happy to see that in the year 2026, where everything is upside down, malls are closing, malls are getting redeveloped with mixed living and retail, and I'm just happy this one is doing good. I mean, this is about an hour and some change away from me, being Allentown's pretty far of a distance from where I am in New Jersey, so bravo to this mall for thriving in today's 2026. Coming up right here is Boscov's, which came to the mall in 2006, replacing Strawbridge's, Hex, and the original anchor in this building, John Wanamaker, which closed in 1995. I didn't see any John Wanamaker label scars here, which some stores do have a few. But this one didn't, being closed so long ago. All right, coming up straight ahead is J.C. Penney, which is the only original anchor here at the Lehigh Valley Mall. This store opened up with the mall in 1976 and has been here for 50 years. That's a big accomplishment. If you're the same original anchor at a mall for the last 50 years, that's saying a lot. What one empty storefront I've seen so far. Not too many empty storefronts at this mall. This is why this mall is so successful. But this mall really doesn't have like the upscale stores inside the mall. Later on in the video, I will walk outside to the promenade where all the upscale stores are. And I think that's why this mall is pretty successful. Because, I mean, I think I went once here on a Saturday and the whole entire place was packed. How that happens is beyond me, but hey, that's great for this mall. This mall has like really no upscale stores in it at all, which is kind of shocking. But they're all out in the promenade area. And as I'm walking up to this directory, I was looking at the layout of this mall. This mall reminds me of the old Seaview Square Mall here in New Jersey. Because it had that kind of layout, like that kind of triangle layout, where it started from like Sears and then Stearns was in the middle. And then you walk to the other part of the mall, Steinbeck's was there. This is what Lehigh Valley reminds me of. It reminds me of the old Seaview Square Mall with that layout. Yeah, because even though this mall is owned by Simon, along with Priet, I mean, I think Simon manages more of the mall than Priet does. I think Priet owns a small percentage, and right there is a Gap. I can't believe I'm seeing another Gap in a mall. I think Gap is starting to make a comeback, because if you go to my website, once I have a blog post about the mall. A Gap did originally open when the mall opened, back in 1976. So that's very interesting. And as I was getting back to about Priya and Simon, yeah, Simon does manage the property, even though Priya is part ownership. But the thing with Priya, they're selling off a lot of their stuff. And like I said, I visited a few of their properties, which were the successful ones in Willow Grove and Cherry Hill from last year. And I visited Willow Grove just recently, so this mall's not doing too bad. So this is a little hallway. It's got a few restaurants, and to my amazement, this mall has no food court. They just have like food places sprawled across the mall. They do have some stuff in the promenade. I saw a Shake Shack, which is like a out parcel here at the mall. They have Dave and Buster's. They do have a Cheesecake Factory, which is starting out the promenade. They used to have a Chick-fil-A here, and it just recently closed. Yeah, I was kind of surprised at Chick-fil-A actually closing. Yeah, I don't know why this mall never built a food court here. That's very, very strange. I find that. I mean, they did all these renovations. Why didn't they put a food court? Yeah, because it would make sense instead of having all the places sprawled out all over the mall, which I don't get it. But this is the promenade outside here. As I said, they have a cheesecake factory, they have a Chipotle, they have a Pottery Barn, a Barnes and Noble. They also, and this is the first time at a mall I've actually seen an outdoor Apple store. Now you think that would be inside the mall. It's actually outside here in the promenade area here at the mall. And this is a pretty big promenade area. I was surprised how usually it's just like a few stores and that's it. This one goes almost out to like the actual road that I came in for the mall, which is very, very unique. Yeah, they got Warby Parker. I saw Lululemon. Saw a few other places. And then I actually saw a jewelry store with a actual security guard standing outside. Like, this guy had he had a gun on him. So I guess they may have a few robberies there. I don't know. It must be like a high-end jewelry store, but yeah, they have White House Black Market, whatever that store is. Yeah, they got a few sit-down restaurants. They have the Iron Hill Brewery. I don't know if it's closed or I think they reopened that one. Because, yeah, they have a few of them all over like South Jersey and Pennsylvania. And a lot of them closed up. I went to one during the pandemic. Actually had a date. And we went to the one in Maple Shade, which is down by Cherry Hill, Marlton area or whatever. Yeah, right next to Morristown. And the beer I thought was pretty good in there. Like, I actually liked it. You know, the food was okay. I mean, it wasn't anything to write on about. It's your usual stuff that you get every place else. I mean, it's nothing spectacular. But I mean, to add that plus drinking some IPA beers, I think that's a plus. Yeah, this place actually has an outdoor Apple store. Yeah, so I kind of turned off the camera when I walked by the jewelry store because I even thought he was a cop or ICE agent that's just out there at the mall. So I didn't know what to do, so I just clicked off the camera. If anybody knows what that restaurant or whatever that was on my right, if you're local to this mall, let me know in the comments. So I was trying to figure out what I know it had to be a restaurant. I just don't know which one. I thank you all for watching this vlog on the Lehigh Valley Mall outside of Allentown, Pennsylvania. Like, subscribe, and favor, and I'll see you all in the next vlog. Peace out.